So now guys, let me quickly in the beginning of this video show you how to make the transparency in the viewport and transparency in the render. Because you will have to go back to this video when you want a transparency again on your model. So in the viewport, you go and apply a material. New material, this will be our material. We go to the bottom of this, the viewport display, and we go to the color. Wow, interesting. And we can make it color what we choose. So if you go, like I shown you already, and change this base color of the material, it will do nothing in the viewport. Okay, it will do nothing. Because this is the color for the render only. So here we can change the color, but we don't want that. We want to change the alpha. And we have alpha here, and we can just dial it down. And now it's see-through in the viewport. This doesn't affect the render though. So the render is here in the top. You see this and then the render. This and the render. So for the render, you have to go and do these things. On the same material, of course, you can go transmission to 1. You have to go screen space refraction on here in the settings of the material. And then we have to go to the render settings, which are here, render properties, which is this TV screen here. And we go screen space reflections, open it, screen space reflections, and then click refraction. And you see now it's transparent, but it's we go to material again, and since it has some roughness, it will be like frosted glass. If you want frosted glass, this is amazing. But we will dial down the roughness and it will be more visible, everything. So we probably will adjust this and everything, but whatever, for now it's good. For now it's good. Now you see that only this light is lightening our scene. If we go to the scene properties, which is world properties here, we can add new world data block. Let's add it. And now you see that since our color, the color of this new data block is more bright, everything will be bright. The shadows will be bright and the background will be bright, everything will be bright. This is brightening our model here, which is okay, but most of the time we don't need that. So we will have to go here on the color, this kind of a dot here on the color, and go to environment texture and put some HDR texture. Where do we take this HDR texture from? We go to, let me see. Okay, hdrlabs.com, and we can take from here some of the textures. I think they're free. This is hdrlabs.com, siblRchive.html, whatever, yes. So you go here and now, yeah, smart IBL. And now we will just choose what? Brooklyn Bridge or Bryant Park. Whatever you want. I mean, let me check which one would be nice. Let's try helipad golden hour. Press it and it will start downloading here on the bottom. See? You don't see it. Probably that it's downloading, but it's downloading definitely. So we will open it, the zip, and inside we'll have a folder and we have some images. This 3K HDR will be our image and we'll have to put it somewhere and find it. I don't know if I have the rights to put it inside the object, the project files, so most likely I will not put it there. For now, I will just put it somewhere and then we will... Yeah, I will put it in the project files for now, but then I will delete it. Sorry. You have to kind of do it yourself. And now we can go to color here, environment texture, open, because yeah, now we don't have open. And then we have to go to our absolute beginner project files and then HDR, this one. And we have it. and it's pretty good looking. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's fine. So here, by the way, the strength, we can dial it down, so it's not that strong. And we probably will dial it down a lot because we need to use mostly lamps. We will use lamp for this. We will shift D to duplicate this lamp, put it in the back, maybe go to the properties of the lamp, make it a sun, rotate the sun, and this will be our rim light, for example, and stuff like this. The sun is too bright. By the way, the sun mostly will be around 12 or some, oh, not 200, just 12 or something like this. So you see, we have now rim light, and the sun, of course, can have some like this or bluish tint or whatever. This is sun, but it's our rim light, so yeah, it doesn't matter if it's sun or not. It's our rim light. And we will probably make a shadow catcher. And if you don't want to see this background, it will be visible only through the glasses, by the way. But if you don't want to see it all the way, you have to go here on the render palette, render tab, which is render properties, and go all the way to film, and then click transparent. Yes, I know that there are a lot of things you have to remember. And now we can render it by pressing F12. But it called no camera found in scene. So we have to put a camera on. I would have done all these things later, but now, why don't we do it now? It doesn't matter. I mean, they will be there to use it. Then, so now we have to add a camera. How? Shift A, camera. And the camera is here. But now we want to point the camera exactly on this. For example, we want to make a render like this. And we like to point the camera here. How to do it? Since we have the camera already in scene, we can press Ctrl-Alt-0 on the numpad. So let me see, Ctrl-Alt-0 on the numpad. And you see what happens? The camera now is pointed at the viewport. How we were looking at it, it's pointed there. So if you want to move the camera, what I do is the following. I go here to the view. So press N to get this, go to view. And then here to view lock, I click this camera to view. And then I can move my view and the camera stays locked into it. And when I'm happy, I just unclick it. And then when I move, the camera is not moving anymore. And now if I press F12, you see we have kind of a render, first render of our character. Whew. Very much great. It was fast for 8 minutes. I told you everything about it. So now what I want to do, I want to take this, and this, the camera, the lights, the two lights, and I want to put them into one folder. In this case, it's scene, one collection, not scene, one collection. So how to do it? I think the shortcut was M. Yes. New collection. And then I will name it camera lights, and I press OK. And now we have a scene inside, I mean the collection inside this, so folder basically, with those things inside. We can grab something else like this, the dress, the cloth, and just put it inside this, and then get it outside. So you can move the things around, no problem. But if you want to put few things into one folder, this is the way you select them. For example, I select this, I select the eyes, and I may select even the glasses, everything. And I can press M, new collection, head, stuff, and then press OK. And it's here. So this video probably will be only about organizing stuff and few adjustments. So why do I put my camera and lights, everything in one folder? Because I want to be able to just turn it off so the camera and the other lights won't go into my way. So if I move the camera and I want to look my object from here, you see the camera is kind of obstructing this. And this is the camera, yeah. It has options, by the way, here, and the focal length could be a little bit like 80. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you want to look through the camera, you just press 0 on the numpad or this camera icon in here. Toggle camera view. Whoop, nice. And then I want to zoom it out. I will check this option, zoom it out, and then uncheck it. Let's try 0 on the numpad. Numpad 0. It's, again, you can see it through the camera and see what the camera is seeing. And what the camera is seeing, that's what you will see in the render, when you render. All right, okay, good, very good. Very good. Let's kind of hide the camera and we can go to our viewport and we are okay. Now we can hide the head and we are okay. No, we're not okay. That's no. Now, if we lose our object, you know what to do. Just press home and you probably will be able to do it. If not, it's difficult. If you start to rotate and the point of rotation is kind of odd, you just select some object and now the point of rotation should be that object, especially if you have selected edit, preferences, navigation, orbit around selection, because by default it's not selected. So you have to select orbit around selection. Is much better this way. So now we have this, and in this video we have a little bit more time. We can make pants. Why not? Why not? So how to make pants? We can start from a cylinder and then extrude. Let's have fun a little bit. So let's select this and name it Sweater 02, I think, and just disable it. And now let's Shift A to add mesh cylinder. This cylinder has 32 sides. I don't want this. We want to be a little bit less. So with this menu, I will dial it down and to 8. Let's see, 8 is enough. Okay. Now I will go to tab, you know, and then we go down, press S to scale it and G to move it, and we'll make one of the legs for our character, one of the shorts. G and move it up. Now, what I want to do is I want to select the top with the 3, with select the polygon basically. So I press 3 to go to polygon select or face select and press X to delete the faces. And then here I press X and it remembers the selection. The previous one I pressed faces and now it goes directly to faces and I can just click. It's very easy. So click X, click, and it erases the face. So now as erased the bottom and top face, I can go here and drag this up. It's looking good. I can double click this to select the whole edge loop and press S to scale it down, and I can press G to move it back. I can also move this, but I have to also scale it probably, but later. Now what I want is an edge loop here. So Control R, press 1, press twice the left mouse button. So I pressed 1 and twice the left mouse button. By the way, it doesn't register all the presses of the left mouse button. I don't know why. But alright, now we want to select what to select. Let's try with this. I will select this and this. Probably I would want to select this too and this. Okay, let's select those and extrude them. Let's extrude them. E and move. And I've extruded them this way. I can of course adjust it a little bit, and this is what I have. Now I can scale this down to 0, but so I have to press S to scale, X, because on the X-axis, this the red one, and then 0. Let's try that. So S to scale, X-axis, 0, and it will scale it to plane, which is great when we have this option. I will erase this and those polygons too. So let me show you how do I select. So selection, very important. So we want to select this one, and then we want to select all those through here. If we press Shift and select each and every one of them, yeah, but sometimes they are a lot, so it's difficult. It's easier to go to the first one and control select the last one you want to select. And then control select this and this. And now, only with control and clicking, I've selected this very fast. So this is fine. X, delete faces. Delete those faces. And now, I think we can put a mirror modifier. Mirror, all right. And now I will go to vertices. I will move this here. But since I didn't see the bottom ones, I couldn't move them. So let's try with Alt-Z, Shift-Z. Shift-Z is kind of making it wireframe so I can see everything. If you want to select some things that are not visible, you have to use Shift-Z. Shift-Z is this, viewport shading, wireframe. And this is solid. So wireframe, solid, this is what? Material preview, and this is the rendered. Material preview, by the way, will show you only the materials without exactly the lightnings and shadows. But whatever, okay. Now, we go here, okay, we go to clipping on the mirror and just start moving it and it will clip in the middle, exactly. It will stop in the middle, it will snap, which is great. And now we have kind of decent shorts, you see? Pretty good shorts. Now I will go Shift-Z again to go to solid, works, and then I'll press this key, which is the question mark also in my keyboard, and we'll go here. This is also, I think, the same in the numpad, but you can press it also on the normal keyboard, which is great. Now, I will go to sculpt mode, go control tab down to go to sculpt mode. And now what I'll do is activate symmetry by X, press G and start moving it around. And if I need more polygons, I will go to edit mode, add, and then go back from edit mode. So how to do it quickly, I will show you now. How to quickly go to edit mode, it's tab, of course, you know it. So I need polygons here, so tab, control R, add this, double click, and then tap again to go back. It's very easy, it's very kind of intuitive. Of course, even me, I have like maybe more than 200 hours in Blender, which is nothing. It's not too much. But since I come from other softwares, the learning curve is very fast for me. For most people, it will be harder, of course. But even I haven't yet get used to those kind of things like tab and doing this and doing that. But it's kind of easy, as you can see. It's not super hard. Okay. Nice shorts. And you can add more geometry if you want, and more wherever you want it. Tab, Control R, add this, press it here, Control R in here, click, maybe one more in here, Control R, of course, here, good. Maybe one in this area, nice. And it should be all right. So tap again and continue working on our model. So this will be our pants. And of course, after this, what you can do is the following. Now, I want to make thickness, but I don't want to use the solidify modifier. I will do it another way. Very interesting. So let me show you how. Since the top of the shorts will not be visible, that if it has thickness or not, I will just cap it. So I will go here and how to cap this. It's not super easy, but I will show you. It's super easy. So I'll go with the edges. I will select all those edges, then press E to extrude them, and then press S to scale them. No, I want to see only this. So press S to scale them, and then I will extrude them again, and then just leave that, and then M at center, and they will be here. So I'll press 1 and just move this to the center, and it will be the best. So now we have this. Of course, If you want to make a good kind of shape in here, I will add one more edge loop here and one more edge loop here with Control R. And then for the bottom, what I will do is the following. I will go select just those edges with the edge select tool, and then E to what was this? E for extrude. Yes, extrude. Then press S. Before you click, you press S, and now you just scale. Scale it like this. Then extrude. Press E to extrude and up. So I press Z to go up. And now I extrude it up. You see? And then I press E to extrude and S to scale again. And now I click and then press M to merge at center. And you see what happens here? Yes, I don't need thickness to have thickness of the whole object. I need thickness only to see a visible thickness only on the sides here. So that's why I did that. Now I will add a subdivision surface modifier. I will go to like 3 points. And here I showed you already, we can go to each individual edge loop, for example, like this, and this. And then Shift E, so here you see Shift E, and then start moving your mouse. And up there in the left, you will see plus 0.5 is okay for most applications. I mean, for cartoon characters is good. And one very important thing for any characters, don't make your edges too sharp. You always need to have some thing, not to be too sharp. That's the idea. So I tap out of it and we have this. If we want, we can apply the subdivision modifier. Let's apply it. Apply. And now we have the subdivision modifier. If we don't want this in the middle, we of course have to apply the mirror, but we don't want now. And we can start doing some kind of advanced stuff like this. Of course, we don't have enough geometry yet. Like this. Something like folds here and there. Why not? And yeah, and smooth. Smooth it, make it, always try to make things smooth. And of course we need more geometry here, which we can achieve by adding a multi-resolution modifier, in which I will unsubdivide a few times. Let's try unsubdivide. It doesn't want to, it's unsubdivided it, okay. Unsubdivide again, okay. And now I have 3 subdivisions already. I can subdivide it one more time to have 4th subdivision. And the mirror modifier, I will delete it because I want to add it on the top probably. If I can. Sometimes you cannot go on top of the multi-res. Okay, you can't. but let me see. Let's go to the lowest subdivision here, which is 0. And let's try with... so the mirror is working on the 0, but it's not working on the others. That's completely bull crap. Let's symmetrize. We cannot. We have to go to the 0. We have to delete the mirror modifier. And now let's try to symmetrize. Okay, that looks good. Just press symmetrize here on this menu down. Little arrows. Those little arrows in the beginning are a little bit frustrating, because this symmetrize is pretty useful, as you can see. And now let's see if we have our subdivisions. Yes, we have everything. Amazing, just amazing. Now I can smooth the middle. I can add detail with the draw sharp brush. We can add this here in the middle. And we can add some more folds. Like this. We can add some seams. Of course, we need more geometry, which is okay. But basically, that's the idea. This is just a bonus, just to show you how to make something else than the sweater. Shorts. They're nice. So we have to make the hood, we have to adjust a little bit the glasses, we have to make the middle part of the glasses that connects both parts, and we have to make also tail, and we have to continue working on the body because the body is not exactly in nice shape. We have to retopologize it with quad remesher, which you can use in the course. If you want, of course, then you can do it by hand, but I don't recommend doing this kind of things like hands and everything by hand in the beginning, especially because this will be kind of difficult, but whatever. Yeah, so see you in the next video. We'll see what happens then.